United States has implemented charges and sanctions aimed at combating Russian disinformation campaigns ahead of the upcoming November election. Joining me now is Dr. Karen Sutherland from the University of the Sunshine Coast. It's wonderful to see you. Tell us a little bit about this one.
There's been investigations to just see what actually Russia is allegedly doing in terms of mis and disinformation around the election campaign. And the investigation found that Russian state media had covertly funded US-based content creators to create pro-Russian narratives. And these have gone out on both Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. So it's pretty sneaky. And so the sort of ways that the US government is trying to prevent any of this from going ahead is through criminal charges. They're imposing sanctions, seizing actual domains to try and counter what's going on.
I was going to ask you, how effective are these US sanctions and legal actions in deterring Russian disinformation? They seem to operate by their own rules in many ways.
Absolutely, and they find ways around everything. So I think it's going to be up to the individual to really scrutinise all information that they're seeing on social media around this campaign, just to make sure that it's accurate or legitimate.
And I understand that X's Grok2 AI chatbot is apparently escalating the problem of these deepfakes ahead of elections. Take us through a little bit more about this.
The image platform that they're using is called Flux, which came out a few weeks ago. But most of the platforms that are using it have guardrails in place, but of course, not Grok. It means that people can generate images of famous people, including political figures, in any sort of situation. And there's been talk that Trump and the DeSantis sort of camps are already doing this and using this technology in that particular way. The aim is really to try and change people's perceptions around what's going on and maybe even to trick them with certain images.
Let's bring it a little bit closer to home for the moment. Labor leader Anthony Albanese has announced plans to introduce legislation discussing age limits for social media users. Dr. Karen, what are your thoughts on all of this? I imagine they're looking to deter some of the interference and AI-generated stuff causing disinformation as well.
Of course. Now, look, there's been research to show the damage that social media can have on younger generations. How this is going to be enforced is a real question. It's going to be very challenging. There are already age limits on most of the social platforms, and the general age limit for many of them is 13, and these aren't being adhered to now. It's great in theory, but how it's actually going to play out, it'll be interesting to see.
I'm wondering how it's going to impact other social media users and, of course, those online platforms. There always is a way to get around these, and as it's been said, is when you remove something or tell someone they can't do it, especially teenagers, they're going to find a way.
They are now, and yes, I don't know how they're going to do it. They're saying that parents will have to consent to them using it, but parents already do that. I had a parent ask if it's okay for their 10-year-old to be on TikTok, and because all of their friends are, and of course I said, no. I think education is really going to be the key to this one, maybe not just the banning of the actual technology.
Absolutely. Dr. Karen Sutherland, thank you for your time on the program. Look forward to speaking again soon.
Thank you.